Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Bucky. The Bucky is the cheapest shotgun in the game at only 900 credits. Before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more content. It really helps me out. Taking a quick look at the stats and some of the pros and cons, we can see that the Bucky is a semi-automatic shotgun. It has an alt fire, meaning you can fire at longer distances to kill enemies who are further away, and it has pretty high damage with every shot firing 15 pellets. It also has a magazine capacity of 5, meaning you can kill more than one enemy without having to reload. Because of the extended range you get when alt firing with this gun, you do also have some versatility. So you can do pretty well with it at close and mid ranges. The Bucky also has decent mobility, meaning you will be able to walk around and get to places faster than if you were using a bigger, heavier weapon. In terms of cons for the Bucky, the biggest con is probably its low rate of fire at just 1.1 rounds a second. It also has damage that quickly drops off after just 8 meters distance. Adding to that, the magazine capacity of 5, while listed as a pro, is also a con because it really isn't enough to ace an entire team unless every person is dying in one shot, and that isn't realistic most of the time. It also has low wall penetration, which means it is harder with this gun to kill enemies who are hiding behind even a thin wall or box. It can be done, but it's a lot more difficult. Moving on to the aim and movement with this gun, you have to realize that the primary fire and alt fire are very different, and you have to realize when to use each. The primary fire will instantly fire 15 pellets at the enemy, so it's best used when the enemy is right in front of you or very close. The alt fire will fire a shell containing all 15 pellets that will travel 8 meters before exploding. This means you have an 8 meter longer range, but if you shoot the enemy at a distance of less than 8 meters, only the shell will be fired at the body and none of the pellets will hit the enemy, meaning they will take very little to no damage. If you fire using the right type of fire at the right ranges, you will one-shot your enemies. So the sweet spot for primary fire would be as close as you can be to the enemy, and for the alt fire would be just over 8 meters. These are the sweet spots in terms of range that you need to aim for. Now when you take a shot, as we said, 15 pellets will be fired, so you want to make sure that the enemy gets hit by as many pellets as possible. And one way to do this is to aim for the stomach or chest, because it's a bigger area for the pellets to hit. When it comes to long range, this gun isn't very good, and even if you alt fire, the damage won't be very high unless they are in that sweet spot, so you generally want to stay as close as possible to your enemy. To do this, you can play in a sneaky beaky way so that your enemies won't see you coming and you can try to get as close as possible to them before firing, or you can play defensively and try to hold a tight corner at close ranges so that your enemy won't be able to pick you off from a distance. When doing this, it's a good idea to sidestep as soon as you think the enemy might be there, so that you can try to get the best sweet spot available and one-shot them. Sidestepping is when you are behind cover and you quickly strafe to the side, take a shot if you see an enemy, and then strafe back into cover. This can surprise your enemies and keep you alive because you are only exposed at the same time as you're taking a shot, and then you're back into cover straight away. When there are a lot of enemies around, you want to stay behind cover, if possible, and quickly sidestep to take a shot and go back into cover. Doing this repeatedly could get you 1, 2, 3, or even 4 or 5 kills in a row. Crouching with this gun does improve the accuracy and reduce the spread a little bit, but generally I don't recommend doing this except in certain situations where it might be a good idea, but usually it's not. Sidestepping is the best tactic, and I recommend playing sneaky beaky. It's a fun gun and a very useful gun, especially at only 900 credits, because you can defend a site very well with it in the right situation. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.